Ladies and gentlemen, one thing I learned in my life, anytime somebody overuse something against you, you can best believe they're lying. Now, for many years, we have heard Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. And I'm going to show you once again in another video how they are not telling you the truth, ladies and gentlemen. The media in this country should never be watched or believed. The media in this country runs very much like South Africa apartheid news did. Anything about Black people, make it as negative as possible. Anything about white people, make it positive. Even if they do something negative, make the news as positive as possible and handle that negative thing with kid gloves. Black people don't quote the media in this country. The media in America is not credible at all. Whenever they quote something to you, just go out and look at what they're saying. 100% of the time, you're going to find whatever negative they're saying against you is a lie. 100% of the time, it's a lie. If you are watching the media, I'm not talking about white people, I'm talking about people of color. Turn it off and don't go back to it ever again. There are too many ways for you to get information without watching mainstream media. Mainstream media, as far as I'm concerned, is the dumpster news on the face of the earth. You get much better news from even foreign sites. It's way better than American news. And it gives you far more information. American news is filled with lies. It is propaganda. And it's just nothing but, if you want to watch entertainment, then I guess it's okay to watch. But don't look at it as anything but entertainment. And just know that it's not factual or real, what you're watching. It's just a daily brainwashing. That's all it is. We're going to look at the murder capitals of America. And let's see where Chicago ranks on this list. Since we hear so much about Chicago, we should see it somewhere on the list. So let's just take a look at this. This is from Neighborhood Scout, and they put out statistics on cities and murders every single year. So let's just take a look at 2017 countdown of the top 30 cities in the US with the highest murder rates. 2017, because you're not going to get this on TV at all. They will never show you this because they want you to believe Chicago is the worst place on the face of the earth in America. And I'm going to show you it's not even close to being the worst place. All right, so here's the countdown for the top 30 murder capitals of America. Number 30, Washington, D.C. Okay, so where President Trump is every day is more dangerous than Chicago. Washington, D.C., what we used to call Chocolate City, which is gentrified now. It's no longer that. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Isn't this where David Clark was from? His city was more dangerous than Chicago? And he was on TV running his mouth? I tell you, the hypocrisy, even from a coon. Number 28, East Chicago, Indiana. Different state. It's not Chicago, Illinois. It's Indiana. Desert Hot Springs, California, number 27. Number 26, Goldsboro, North Carolina. Number 25, Salinas, California. Number 24, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Number 23, Hartford, Connecticut. Number 22, Banning, California. Number 21, Bessemer, Alabama. Number 20, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Number 19, Youngstown, Ohio. Number 18, Riviera Beach, Florida. Number 17, Jackson, Mississippi. 16, Cleveland, Ohio. Number 15, Portsmouth, Virginia. Number 14, Monroe, Louisiana. Number 13, Newark, New Jersey. Number 12, Birmingham, Alabama. Number 11, Wilmington, Delaware. Number 10, Camden, New Jersey. Number 9, New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 8, Detroit, Michigan. Number 7, Flint, Michigan. Number 6, Petersburg, Virginia. Number 5, Baltimore, Maryland. Number 4, St. Louis, Missouri. Number 3, Gary, Indiana. Number 2, Chester, Pennsylvania. And number 1, East St. Louis, Illinois. Did anybody see Chicago, Illinois on here? Did anybody see Chicago? Where's Chicago? Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. Now, here's the funny part. I mentioned this recently to a troll that Chicago, Illinois was not the number one place for murders in America as far as the city is concerned. I told him it was East St. Louis, Illinois, and he laughed and said East St. Louis, Illinois is the same thing as Chicago. But see, this is the one that got high IQs. This came from a high IQ person, at least someone that claimed they had one. But let me show you this on a map. Now, we didn't even see Chicago on the list. This is Chicago, Illinois, right here, right? This is Chicago right here. This is East St. Louis, Illinois. It is 4 hours and 24 minutes away from Chicago, 293.4 miles away from Chicago. And they're online trolling and telling me East St. Louis, Illinois, and Chicago, Illinois are the same place. So much for that high IQ, y'all. So much for that high IQ. What would we do without that high IQ? Person need to go kill themselves. But this is the list, ladies and gentlemen, of the cities where the most murders take place in America. And as you can clearly see, Chicago does not even make the top 30 on here. Doesn't even make the top 30. Again, don't believe the hype, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever something is said to you multiple times, go out and research it. Go out and research it. 100% of the time, you're going to find that the person telling you that is a damn liar, and they're not telling you the truth at all. So if Chicago was such an awful place, we should have at least seen it on the top 30 list of cities where the murders are highest in America. We don't. Again, turn the media off. Turn it off. It's of no value to anyone in the Black community. Turn it off. There's too many ways you can get your news. You do not need to get a damn thing from mainstream media in America. Turn it off. I don't care if their own people listen to it, but I do care if Black people's minds are being poisoned by the lies that are being told on a regular basis. There is no truth in mainstream media in America. It's just filled with lies. It's on a 24-hour cycle, and all you're getting is lie after lie after lie after lie. In fact, I challenge you to listen to mainstream media and then go over to one of the foreign sites and listen to news over there. Not only do they give you more information, the news is way better. American news is filled with lies, it's censored, it's dumbed down, and it's really insulting when you watch the whole thing. They sit there and insult your intelligence every day. Turn it off. It's of no value to the Black community at all. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And don't forget to hit on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my videos. Peace, family.